Hello everybody, welcome to an observations and interesting insights into the Hunters Market deals. Hope you're doing well. We've got a lot to cover when it comes to this particular event, and it always surprises me when these new things drop in as to players' interest around what is there from a value perspective. I've seen people say these are great deals, I've seen people say these are rubbish deals. I've seen a lot of spenders look at this and go, there's nothing of value. The particular deals, obviously for spending units, and spending money, has got a bit of a weird taste for those. A lot of them are looking for rank 4 materials, and that is something that is, well, it's not something that Kabam have done of late. Let's face it, there's a good chunk of players out there that are looking, when they spend money, to get value from it. Whether or not they're looking for tier 7 basic catalyst materials, I hate to disappoint, but I do not think Kabam are in a place to give that out to you. Where I think Kabam are in a place to give it out to you is spending lots of money in the banquet event, and it's going to be at the right top higher ranks. That is my prediction, but I could be wrong with that one. But that's where I think that what Kabam want to do. Get more money out of you by spending more in RNG. That's my thoughts about this, but of course that's maybe the reason that people are looking at this from a spending point of view, and obviously the Valiant perspective, going, well, I'm spending all this money, there is stuff that it's of value, free to play have better value, based on the fact they aren't up at having a wide expansive rank 3 roster. I'm a Valiant player, I'm a non-spender in the game, and rank 3s wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I think I'm pretty, unless this is another one. No, it's 9. Yeah, I've got 9. I've got 9 rank 3 7 stars. I do have the opportunity to do more. I just haven't done it. So maybe, let's say theoretically, if I do some other content, then I'm like 12. Now, other people, there are other like high up spenders, whales and stuff. They have a lot more. They've had an extensive amount of 7 stars at rank 3 rosters. So they were looking for something different from this. But from a non-spending perspective, there are actually some really interesting things that you might not know. And we have to go back in time. So, facts-wise, it's time to kind of break out some facts and information. Let's go with the rank 3 gem. There's been an extensive rank 3 gem depreciation for those that are Paragon and for those that are Valiant. You might remember back in the Sentinel deals that you had to spend a huge amount. You had to spend like, what was it, 18,000 units in July to get one rank 3. That's very different now. All you need to do is spend, was it 10,000? Yeah, 10,000 units as a Valiant player, and that's right there, 10,000 units. So you go past your first lot, your 5,000, and you get into the 4,000. You can either choose to go this route here, 4,000, so technically 9,000 units, but you might be best off just spending this one here, the 5,000 one, because it's like, well, I need to get up to 10k. That will get you up to 10k. Then you've got to spend a further 5,000. So then it's like, okay, you are put into a bit of a trap perspective, because you're like, okay, well, I have to spend on the 5,500 in order to get myself over to the 15,000 to get the 7-star Craven. There's a little trap there, a little trick with it. But if you look at theoretically, yes, it's 9,000 units in order to get a rank 3 champion based on the 3 tier 4 alpha there, the 6 tier 6 basic there. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. To get the 7-star, this is different. Before, you had to spend about 36,000 units. Now, 15,000 units to get that Craven. That's going to be right there in your solo event to pick up that under the Hunter's Market tracker. That is a big reduction. Command before were kind of like charting it at a higher rate. So there's some good kind of like reductions. Yes. Not everybody is going to be happy with this. They kind of maybe thought that it should be brought down a lot and there should be more value on offer. Some people were even referring to that they should see rank up materials for the rank 3 7-star materials down like further. There's an interesting devaluation around this here, the Titan Crystal. It's down as 5,500 for grabbing. Of course, you've got to do what is that, like a 10,000 in order to get up to that point. You've got to spend 5,000 in order to get to this section here. So technically the value of getting to it is more, but the take home is slightly less. So it kind of works out like a 500 unit saving, especially if you go back to the sinister deals and go, okay, right, well, on the deal, where is it, here, right there, you can see that you had to spend 7,500. That was a plus the 3,000 you had to go to access it. So there is a little bit of a saving. It is not massive. It's like a saving by like 1,000 units, but it's still a saving nevertheless. There's a bit of an annoying selector issue which I have. There's Kabam put out in July no eras selector for 6-star. Do people really want 6 stars? No, not really if you're a Valiant player. So having no opportunity to at least target something specific is a bit of an issue. And even the selectors have changed. The pool selector has gone in replace of a 2023 champion selector. So in the bundles here, you can see that there's the 2023 7-star selector. Apart from that, there's no other opportunity for a 7-star selector, and you are just getting whatever Kabam say you're going to get. There is a Glorious Games Nexus, which is that one there. Obviously, the Titan Crystal we mentioned, and some shards, but I'm sure people would have wanted more of an acquisition-based option alternatively to the 2023 7-star selector. So it's a bit of a disappointment there on that one. If you're Thronebreaker and Paragon, there's some good news and bad news from all that stuff we just compared with Valiant. Good news is you get this choice selector at 2,500 units. So if you want to acquire a specific champion, and I'm sure there'll be Valiant players disagreeing with the fact of me saying, hey, you want a selector at 6-star. Well, you can get every 6-star. Yes, there might be some Valiant players out there that have every single 6-star, but I've definitely tried to spend a good chunk of this year already to get Ironheart, which I think I've just picked up, but I would have killed for something like this to be an in to help me out with some really annoying nodes in Alliance War. Anyway, rant over. Trying to get Titan Crystal is a very expensive endeavor. If you're Thronebreaker and Paragon, it will cost you 15,000 units. If you are looking for an in with at least getting part way there, then you will have to spend 2,500 units there, plus the 10k that you get at 5,000, so that's 7,500 units already. So you might go that way to save yourself the trouble of having to go right that way for a fully formed. To get a rank 3, well, similar perspective, you have to spend a lot in order to get that. And the 7-star options for selecting or at least getting something is limited. You will get one 7-star there. You get this other 7-star with a Titan Crystal. You get the one Nexus there, but apart from that, you're kind of given the Valiant deals of July, but you get them now. What's the story around the 7-star Awakening Gem? Well, it's 21,000 units for all. There's a one-time purchase, and you can see these are your options. You either choose a 7-star Awakening Gem that's specific to the Glorious Games, any champion that is a Secator or a Provocateur, and then you've got the other option, which is an RNG 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal there. This is quite restrictive. It isn't exactly great, and maybe this is something Kabam will probably sort out for us down the line. It's very expensive, 21,000 units. At least it's not 36,000 units, which of course has been in previous type bundles when 7-stars were very much, or milestones when 7-stars were just coming into their new addition to the game. The other thing with that is 7-star signature stones. One thing that I did note is from the last time, the Sinister Sentinel deals, the amount of 7-star signature stones was quite low. You did have to get some Saga related ones as well, and your choice was kind of like, well, you got about 40 to 50. I think it's 50 signature stones. That has been improved on the acquisition this time around. If you are a Valiant player, you'll get to acquire more 7-star signature stones, which are routed around in various locations depending on, of course, on purchase and the amount of units that you would have in order to grab them. There's also a bit of frustration around at the moment with the sandwiching together. You are sandwiched together. If you are proven to Cavalier, you are sandwiched in getting all of these particular deals. That could be quite restrictive and annoying for those that are Cavalier players. Maybe this might be inspiring you to go up. Also, Kabam have valued Paragon a lot less nowadays than they used to. And that may be because there's a lot more Valiant players nowadays. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but it just seems that that's the kind of cadence that Kabam are doing. Their structure is to encourage people to become Valiant more quicker. And as a result, you're sandwiched together. Thronebreaker and Paragon players are sandwiched together. There is opportunity to pick up that Craven in the same way that Valiant players are getting it. So that's something that's kind of good, but kind of bad. It's great news for Thronebreaker players and anybody below Cavalier, but of course if you're Paragon, you might be looking at it going like, oh god, again, like I'm sandwiched together. It's not as bad as it was last time. In July 4th deals, you were sandwiched with a lot more when it comes to progression. I think it was Thronebreaker, Paragon and Cav were together, and that ain't good. That ain't good combination. Either way, there's been some devaluation, which has been good to see. Also, be wary of purchases. Quasar just sent me this through to point out that Kabam have said 7-star Titan Crystal Shards, and then when it comes in that it's 1,500 7-star shards. Be wary of purchases. Also, finishing up on the web store when it comes to getting that Craven, you will be spending a heap amount of money. First of all, there's the 7-star Weapon X. $800, obviously well, a little bit less than $700. I'll talk about that in a minute, depending if you have got some of the bonus. So 7-star Craven there, $400 to get. The bonus I'm referring to is down here. If you've claimed this here, which is your free weekly, you do get, I think it's 2 with that one. No, you get 1 weekly, and then if we get the daily as well right there, and then we kind of go up. I think does it save us like $3 or something? Something like that. It's not working for some reason. I don't know. I don't spend. There's probably a reason that I don't spend because of these things. But support the dev, you know, support the developer, and make a purchase if you want to. We got that freebie, so that was good. At least Kabam gave us something for free, which is free 7-stars. I'm a Valiant player, so that's great. Yeah, that's it for the video. That's been some observations and reaction. I will be putting together the spreadsheet for everybody to see in about an hour and a bit's time when I do my top tips for this particular Cyberweek. And yeah, there's more to come, but that spreadsheet's going to take a bit of time. Sorry, everything takes a bit of time to make. I'm working on it now. I want to get it done quicker, but time's ticking. It's nearly 8 PM. I've got 3 more hours left, so time's counting down. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video about Cyberweek. And then no more Cyberweek videos as of Sunday, end of play. Anyway, bye.